Yes, and welcome to Vasily's Garden, folks. It's a beautiful afternoon. That's the time we're filming this. Calm day, not too cold, and it's going to warm up actually. So the time you're watching this, I'm not sure what time you're going to be watching it, but we've got forecast 17, 18, 19 degrees, and we're basically at the beginning of winter, or at the end of autumn, obviously. Anyway, we're out here having a look at the citrus trees. We haven't been out here for a while. This is our little fire pit area that we've got growing in the grow bags or grow pots. This is one that I sprayed a while back with CGWS, our Citrus Guard White Spray or Citrus Gall Wasp Spray. I'm just taking off the yellow leaves because it's healthy. Nothing wrong with it as far as the condition of the trees with insect and disease issues. It's got a little bit of yellowing on it. That's what I've just taken off here. But I've noticed it's also got its fruit on it too. So it's actually set fruit. So CGWS protects it from Citrus Gall Wasp with the lumps that appear on the branches, but they're not that active this time of the year because it's cold. But the fruit is definitely coming on. So the tree's actually pushing its energy towards growing its fruit. So this time of year, give them a light top up, not too much, not too heavy a feed, especially if your trees are hungry. But don't give it too much because you're going to. I suppose the issue is you don't want it to grow. You don't want it to put on new growth, too much of it, because we're going straight into the heart of winter, and that can cause some dieback. But you want to complement it and supplement it when it's starting to yellow off a little bit like this, especially when it's got fruit on it too. So I'm using our superfood with the Black Root combined, just a handful like this in a bag that's about 500 ml or 50 centimetre pot. That's all it needs. And make sure you pull out the bloody weeds because it does take up all the nutrients and gives the tree a hard time. So pull the weeds out of the pot, a handful per pot, and give it a water. Now you can use our Eco Butch, that'll be great for it, or just wait for the rains to come. Let's have a look at this one. This is nuts. Emperor. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 30, 40 mandarins on them. Have a look at that. So this is really kicking on, and I've got this all topped up with our planting mix. So this one's reacted well. We lost a little bit of leaf here. It could be from anything. That could be from the wind too. So it cops a bit of a beating on this side. And the curl on the leaf, well, that's never going to grow out. That leaf there is never going to straighten up. So it's always going to be like that. It's a case of it when it finishes its fruit and starts to put on its new growth. Hopefully those leaves will be a lot cleaner. So give this one a feed as well. Just a handful of superfood. We've still got it back on special, folks. The Black Root 4 kilo and the superfood 950 grams, $20. Take advantage of it. This is a great offer and a great product to use on all plants. So it's not just for citrus, it's good for all other plants. Let's move on. What is growing in here? All right, the honey murcot, couple of yellow leaves, not as dark green as the Emperor, yet a lot of fruit and more flowers coming on this one. So it's flowering and fruiting at the same time. Heaps of flowers over here, plenty of flowers, and it's actually trying to put some growth on as well. So I'm going to cut all this off. I didn't bring my secateurs now, so I wasn't expecting to see this. That looks like it's been eaten by the bloody rabbits. So I'm just going to cut all these little stubs off, get rid of them, but top it up. Yeah, and I've got to bring my cultivator so I can scratch all that out too. Now this had scale on it about 4 weeks, no more than that, 6 weeks ago. Had a heap of scale all over it. So we sprayed it, gave it I think it was an oil spray and a CGWS spray, but we gave it a light feed and it's put on its fruit as well. So we've got lots of fruit coming on. See there, and here as well. Lots of fruit. Now these citrus trees are big feeders. They need to be fed well. And I fed these probably about 6 weeks ago or so, but needs another feed. And I think with this one being in the pot, it's going to need to get a liquid feed as well. So I haven't done a liquid feed, but let's just add some superfood now. And I'm going to come back later on and give these a top up with the Eco Butch. Plenty of fruit on this as well. This should clean up. It's going to drop those leaves. Those leaves will never green up again. But the scale looks like it's gone. I don't see ants because we did a tree guard as well. If you remember, we put the buddy tape around that and a bit of paste on it. Stop the ants from travelling up and down because they love to farm the scale and just populate it because they love the excretion, the honeydew that they release. It's a good, full of sugars for the ants. But this is what happens when, well, it's been treated now, but that's what happens to the leaves. they go all sooty like that, black and sooty, and it suffocates the leaves. But that's only a couple down here that are like that. Taking them off, don't have to worry about them, because I don't see any more scale on it. Well, not to my naked eye without the glasses. I'm convinced, yep, I'm convinced. Something's eating all the leaves off the lower branches here. Look at that, it's been stripped. But look at this, look how healthy this one is. Now this is a grapefruit. We cut this back a while ago because it was completely out of shape. It was growing in the wrong direction. You can see just in here, that's where the cut was done back then. So we removed a big long branch on one side and a little bit on that side. Now we've got a nice bushy plant, big clean leaves on it, but no flowers yet. So this has still got to react and fill in properly before it actually starts to flower. So these are pretty young branches. You need at least 6 to 9 months in growth on it before you start to see any flowers on it. So we're just going to give this a top up as well. Handful of superfood and black grit. Okay, lemon tree. Magnesium deficiency, look at that. It's happened to it. Okay, so this is all the new growth that's come on from the prune as well. We cut this one back. Here's a cut that we made. Just there. And there's another 2 cuts over there. But also, the bag's been ripped open. And you'll see on the side there, it's not actually going to be holding its moisture as well. It seems a little bit dry at the bottom. So I'm going to have to give this tree a replant, a complete overhaul. Sorry, I nearly swore. Rabbits have got to it too. Look at this. Oh, God. Ring barking it. Only a little bit of bark left there. Oh, Jesus. Challenges here. I've got to put some guard around this one as well now. So I used tape last time, but I don't like the tape. I'm just going to use Glad Wrap. Maybe that'll work and stop them. I think that we did try that once, but that's almost been ring barked all the way around. Yeah, there's a little bit of bark. There's still some sap flow. Anyway, we'll put the superfood down. We've got to come back. If you've got this sort of problem happening, yeah, folks, we've got rabbits. They're getting into my trees again. Got rid of them at one stage and thought that was the end of them, but no, a new breed's come through and they're starting to find themselves gnarling their teeth all over the branches here, all the trunks. So that's all got to get wrapped up around so we can protect it. And the magnesium deficiency, that's the yellow in between the veins. I dare say that's part of the stress that it's going through with the rabbit, taking all the bark off, almost ring barking it. But the superfood and black root will fix that. So we'll do that, Eco-Butch, put some Glad Wrap around, clean off the broken branches or dead branches, and we should be okay. Well, look after your citrus trees this time of the year. Give them a light feed, not too much of a heavy feed, especially if they're looking a little bit on the yellow side. Don't let it go for too much longer because it'll only make them go through more stress. If you're looking to get some great products, we've got our Superfood and Black Root 4 kilo, 950 gram for $20. Cheap. You're not going to get it any cheaper anywhere else. And it's the weekend special. And if you haven't tuned into 3AW, because I was talking this morning, speaking with Darren James, I did mention I've just become a granddad, folks, and with so much excitement in the family. Our first grandchild, little girl, Afina is her name, and just sharing it out there in the world and loving it. And congratulations to all the grandparents, parents, and obviously cousins, siblings, and everything else. Family is the most important thing in your life. Good health, family, and obviously good environment to live in and produce coming out of your garden. So check out our website, vasilisgarden.com, because I'm a papu. That's the key code word, papu. So use the code word papu in your checkout to get a big discount and enjoy all the wonderful products we have on special every day. From me, Vasili, Maresi, and he's turned up just in time.